Yeah, man, I'm just trying to get some nice 5v5 content for the lads, you know?
Oh, just get some content for the
Where's the
lads.
5v5
Speaking of
handles at, man?
lads, the only two 5v5 teams that are currently queued up are both from Sun.
Well, I mean, that'll change. You know, we got level 4s. Everyone wants to compete in level 5s today. Get in for the 6s and I think 7s as well on the weekend.
Yep. Got some big ones coming up on the weekend.
Anyone else on the other team? Do no Valor, though.
I think you misspelled it, Shozen.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no...
I'm trying. I'm trying to find it. Okay, it's not. Just go to Derek. Forget this.
I'm
done.
on Whittle. He's in, you know. We're all
okay,
in.
you want to spell it for us because we're having a hard.
Bogul is in, too.
All right. He told me I spelled it wrong.
Oh, you good. You good. You good.
All right. I thought I was. Oh, thanks.
All good. Looks like a 4v4 in the mid to follow it up. Not a lot of people doing the 4v4s these days. I think on the weekend, almost everyone did a 5v5 or a 5v4. Good to see a balanced 4v4 as well. Finally coming back here. A really early Judy from the red team, though. That's an arcane tank going in with the Judy boots immediately to Tutankhamun in the top right here. But look at Flolo's HP. The bubble does connect by Klug, but he's going to have to burn something to keep this guy alive. He's still getting dove. The Renning swing comes out, and I don't think Klug used anything on him there. Did he pop the Howlfall already before I saw it? Not a lot of healing CDs got used to save his friend, and the blue team is going to run over here in the 4v4. Healer's back in the tent. They could even kill Valor if they have some CC ready to go. Klug nowhere near. Valor is going to blink backwards towards him, though. Get the bubble in time. Cessflow is already back alive, though, because if you die that quick, it's only like a 4-second death timer. So you said auto coming already back in it, ready to go. They still only have 1 cap each, so no points are going to be coming in. No, 10 ticks are going to be coming in, rather. But 5v5 in the choke, and these guys overextending a little bit. Whittle running down the choke. He's not really doing much. Gets swapped back. The bash does come in. He lives with 1 life. Not able to be finished just yet. That's a 3-man full hammer stun, though. But yeah, they're not going to be able to kill Whittle, and now they're on the defensive even after they got a kill. Klug doing a good job of keeping his team alive, except Karjan on the left needs a little health. They do have that arcane tank, so it's not as easy to chew through this front line. TDB getting knocked over and over. He does get the geyser into the Morgana Raven, but misses Karjan. I think Tutankhamun really wants to go get that back cap. He keeps walking back towards, he even rolls backwards, but there's no opportunity just yet, as this whole team is very low on the blue side here. Anya needs them to stack up in this Judy for a little bit of a reset, but Flolo barely missteps and just gets taken out by the Raven. He should have rolled out a little sooner. He had that up for a while. He tried to at the end, but they might trade Soskata on the left side. They're 1 life. He will go down the auto attack. Klug does have his Howlfall coming back up in a few seconds here, so they are winning on that CD trade, but Onion is going to get it up. You get the knockback too, and Karjan is going to go down here if they can get any RDPS onto him. 1 life still. He gets a pull hammer stun and then walks it out, waiting for any heals coming in by his boy. If they have a Judy up, they can get a reset too. And this is still a 5v5 at the choke. They haven't even stopped fighting yet.
This is kind of impressive, although they do have to take it all the way back. All those bleeds, all that curse is really doing a number on them.
This guy,
but they are able to get a turn right in front of 10. Are they going to get anything from it? No, but they will get the reset.
Yeah, they finally sent a guy mid to cap as well, so they're going to get the top cap, and they can actually like reset now and take a little breath, you know, instead of just fighting over and over again at the tent, where the other team has the advantage because they just respawn in 2 seconds, you know? You're going to come back full HP, new spells, ready to go.
Right, no walk. They're just right there.
Yep.
And if they get in trouble, they just back up, top off.
145 to 144 to 129. They're going to be swapping POVs. Now we have the red team at the top, blue team at the bottom. Better angle for the blue team because they are running that double RDPS setup.
And they do want the other team to come in on top of them here and wait for somebody to get a little deep so they can go ahead and unload with Tutankhamun with the bow.
Yes, that's Flolo is getting hard dove by the front line by like Whittle, TGB, but that arcane is doing a really good job of keeping the pressure on, even though he's an arcane tank, right? He's not really putting out that much damage. The bubble does miss Flolo, though. They missed the Raven too, though. They are going to keep him alive, though. Klug doing a good job so far, but he might need some backup from anyone on his team here. He's already used everything. The Pullhammer stun comes out, but Flolo does have roll, gets swapped back in, but the DPS has already left, so it's a tank and a bow in the back line here, 4v4 in the middle, and I think you're better off having your tank there than the bow.
Right, I just don't think they have the DPS to handle that with 2 guys in the back line like that. They got to do more.
Yeah, they do come back to a very low axe though, and look at that Judy boots. I think they have 2 Judy boots on this team, right? Or
We've
am I
seen
just
more
seeing pole
Judy
hammer
boots
stuns?
recently because of the pole hammers. Yeah.
I will say this arcane staff from Neil is doing work here with the arcane orb, getting a lot of good purges going off. They do get a kill onto Tutankhamun, and now they're trying to catch one more. Oniano is gonna. Oh, what a beautiful Halifal right at the end there. He would have gotten stunned in that silence puddle. He's out of mana now though. Needs to get some back, or he's not putting out any HPS. And Neil is actually gonna go run down to the bot cap and get the 10 tick in time for his team. Oh, and they're going to use TDB right outside the tent as well. Yeah, really good play.
Well played by Red Team.
And the kill. Yeah. Okay, a little bit of a, back and forth. Level 4. I like it.
So what do you see here that the blue team needs to do to recover this? As they, like you said, they are a double range DPS. They do have double dots as they have bleeds and the.
They just swapped to a cursed staff of balance setup.
Okay.
So maybe that's
all right,
what they need.
Switching it up. All right.
Maybe he doesn't like it. He's going. Okay, no, he's going for it. All right. Saskata is going to get CC chained though. A lot of teams doing this from the top choke these days, putting you low and then pushing down. Whittled on the staff of balance. Haven't seen this in a competitive 5v5 in a long time. So let's see how he uses this. If maybe they're going for a hard dive onto the bow, that looks like they are. But really good blink purity row from Klug there, getting him off. Klug and TDB and Whittled are going to hard dive this bow, who just used his roll to walk back to his team. Really good use of the roll there to run back to where you're going to know you need help, because staff of balance dive, you're not going to be getting much healing at all. On top of that, Morgana Raven. The Raven does hit,
coming down here. This is quite
a
a bit of pressure, but he's in the Judy.
Yeah, Whittle does drop the staff of balance as well. So he's going to have to wait a little bit more if they actually want to get a kill on that dive. And they don't have a lot of damage with it, right? It's just an axe and a staff of balance. Yeah, so you're going to need like some RDPS to step up. Maybe a Pierce from your Tutankhamun curse, something more. Sesfolo has no roll if they can get any CC onto him. But look at the choke on the left. It's still a 3v3 on that choke.
And they're chasing this bow. They are not letting him have any breathing room. They are all the way in the back line, just going, this is our path to victory. We're going to try to take it. And they've got one here. Do they have him?
They knock away the staff of balance.
They needed that crossbow. Oh.
Really good knockback on the staff of balance to get the healing off, and they keep him alive for just a little bit longer, but the RDPS finally makes it up the choke, takes him out, and now Red Team is all super low. Whittle doing work with the staff of balance, but it kind of looks like all he did was right-click with the bow the whole fight, which is like a viable strategy, right? A lot of teams
it will look like what they were doing, and they're going to get 3 kills off of this.
Yeah, a triple kill off of that is really nice. They did lose the 10 tick still, but it's okay because now they can hold middle with the staff of balance on that choke. Very strong. I will say a lot of teams
is that what you think they should do? Is hold choke instead of go bottom?
They should probably hold mid here and then wait to see where they're going to come. I think it's really weird though that you see them hard diving the bow like this, right? Because
they are really sticking all over the bow. Yeah.
Like
they could kind of shut it down.
Fiend Cowl will shut it down and then ignore it, right? But they're using Fiend Cowl and still running at him. So they just want to win off of him.
Maybe they just see him as the weak link and want to just be able to pressure him. Maybe they believe he doesn't have control over his defensives and maybe lower IP. Yeah, maybe I'm just trying to play devil's advocate on this because they are going hard. They are just like, this is my target. I'm gonna go into terrible positioning to stay on my target.
Cest and Klug, right? They're both doing a good job of living the dive, but this blue team was just so... Look, they were blinking forward to get him. He's going to Raven this guy.
Unreal amount of they just want to be on him. They just want to pressure this guy to the detriment of every other position they could be in. Like, they could have go after Valor right now and put the pressure on him and probably have shut that down and gotten the kill, but they're going to go after Seaflow. I guess we don't know what we're talking about here. Just stay on the bow. Don't listen to us.
They keep solo killing him, dude. What is going on?
Are you kidding me?
Someone's doing some work with the staff of balance. It's been a while since we've seen it, but look at that. That is some good use of the arcane from the red team, stopping this tent dive. It's a hard spread out, chill, and now they should reset. Red team needs to reset off this. That Evan song is a really big play. They are going to get 20 tick, but they really need to get the time back here.
Wow. And they just blue team just took the lead, and they're going to take a more significant lead on this as well, as they're going to get a 20 point, 90 to 60. Well done for blue team. Polska Gorham doing work today.
Yeah, good. Oh, good Pierce from Tutankhamun there as well. Did Seth's Follow actually just change spells to try? I think he might have actually had the wrong spells. I don't know if that's what he would want to put on. It is a little knockback though, maybe help with the dive. So could be what he's after here. He is able to live this initial dive, but every time they get a spell up, they just keep coming back at him. And look at it. What is this guy doing? Why is he this deep sitting on him? Surely your team needs the CC.
Well, his team is winning. Like the team is winning up top. Like if they keep the bow off of like their squishies, they seem to be winning this battle. Maybe that's what he's thinking. The Organal one is just like, this is what I'm going to do. Stay on the bow and he can't do work. But they're going to get Karjin here without much effort. That guy just seems to get out of place and whittled down real quick.
It makes sense a little bit. If you look at what the blue team is doing, they might go for kill onto Valor here. That Evan Song just barely misses his big moment here. But the red team is going to stabilize a little bit on the choke. I want this fight to end soon, and it looks like it will be. Neil should have used that potion way earlier if he had it up. That guy will die, and this could even be like a triple kill if they have some CC left.
I don't know if they do here, but Klug and Karjin
but he is going to dip out of there. TDB might get trade killed if he's not careful. Seth Swallow finally able to put some damage down. Doesn't have Whittled running at him the whole time. But yeah,
these guys are really trying to stick in the fight.
If you take a step back and look at it, it makes a little sense what the blue team is doing here, because the red team has a arcane staff, right? They had normal arcane staff, and now they have Evan's Song, which as a tank doesn't put out a lot of damage. So they have two tanks, right, including the arcane. And so their only damage is the bow and the carrying collar. And if you just shut down the bow, like they have no damage almost, right? So maybe that's
what it looks like. You're right.
Just like chilling, you know, get on Sassuolo. They have no dam coming out. Maybe Neil did change. Is that bolt casters I see?
No, yes, and they get the cap too.
All right. So now he's off the arcane. They have more damage. Finally going to come out. So yeah, maybe they can actually win the fight now that they have damage. And look at Whittled. He's still just gunning down Sassuolo. I do like the swap that he did though to that knockback W. It's going to help him a little bit on the dive there. But if Seth can just put out some damages, he might be able to turn this around. Clue going in hard with the Hallow Fall, trying to put out some healing to his front line here. But look at Neil. Neil is now getting dove by Whittled and
done
TDB.
In just a moment if he doesn't get a heal.
Oh, TDB gets knocked in by Klug onto Neil. He just killed his own teammate with that knockback. No.
Done.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see with that knockback, dude.
No.
Sesflolo is probably going to just get run down here, as they might just go for the win here off this play and just keep him in the tent for the next 120 seconds or so. They're going to need more than a 20 tick for it, though. Klug blinking back to get a heal onto Karjin fast. He does get it off. And Karjin with a res spot trying to do what he can to keep himself alive here. But look at Whittle, dude. He's 1v3 down the choke. Valor comes back, 1 life. The Tentic will finally come in. Neil is also back alive, so if these guys stay, it's going to be a 5v5 again. But yeah, I don't know about the red team's team comp, to be honest, the arcane. It works really well if you can just shut down the bow, right? This blue team played it really well. They had no damage. It was really close until about halfway through the match.
Well, this is the longest running level 4 we have today.
Suicided. Why did he just walk out and die?
I don't.
Oh, they might catch Valor. They hit him with a stun run. He's going to get dismounted and have spells in a second, though. They do proc the staff bounce really well, though. He's going to get the blink off, though, and just be fine. Gets swapped in and out, but he should be able... they even gets knocked into the tent. Yeah, really unlucky, though, that Klug knocked back the TDB into his backline and got him killed. Good game. Yeah, really long 13-minute game for that level 4. Pretty good.
I'm just trying to see if we have any more left going on. We have a couple level 3s still working.
Yeah, I mean, Sesflolo did 36,000 damage total on a bow. That's terrible, right? But he's just getting trained the whole time. He had no opportunity to do any damage. So they just shut it down completely. And almost all that damage surely was going to be on the front line, right? None of it on the back line.
Or Frost. Like, there wasn't a lot of diversity in DPS.
So it looks like we have begun the 5. It's Cargera against... I don't know who. Let's see how this goes. I don't know who any of those people are. It's a raid team, so maybe they're pretty good.
Gorgoth. Well, Bacchus.
Oh, it's Natax, though. Okay, I didn't see Natax. So, yeah, I know Natax. So that's the boy. Yo, these guys are in kind of good gear for level... the other team for level 5. The raid team. Pretty decent.
Well, they're both in about the same gear here. 1285, 1281.
Mostly this guy, I just saw the 1306 IP Gorgo. He is running Arcane, so like maybe he needs a little bit more than normal, you know? Nataxo is on the curse staff, my favorite. So we will be seeing something. I wish Demonic came back. It's always been great curse since like season 5. I want to see Demonic come back, you know?
That'd be nice.
Maybe one hand curse. Ooh, one hand curse. Too many counters to it though.
Well, that's the problem with one hand curse. One hand curse is great for like, you know, roaming in the open world against ones because you can pick your targets. But when you're going against 5, there's just too many counters. Somebody's gonna have a counter to that.
Yeah, this Black Order team also is not trolling today. They are just on main rolls. Corgera and Bodeville dive into the backline 2v3. Gorgo comes back at 1 life. Bodeville's going to take him down with Giraffe Freeze walking up, but they get a trade. Giraffe Freeze goes down as well. And Corgera and Bodeville are 1 life. They need to be very careful. They can get turned around here and attack.
Grafis is down.
My man down. It's a 1-for-1 so far. They could get a kill.
Corgera's in trouble too.
Corgera or Bo. He's trying to get here.
Corgera's going to go here.
To get him.
Too many dots. Bodeville's going to get turned on. This is going to become a 3. Carvin is still standing up there and DPSing away, too. He's not backing down. They're saying we're going to 3v4 this.
I don't know if Shekri has anything left in the tank. He was trying to get onto Corgera, but he just died in the corner too soon. They will get the triple kill. They lost 1 where they get 3. Bodeville will go down. He's not going to be back for a while, so Red Team will get control of middle.
Just getting back now.
Yeah, middle comes back. I think that we will probably see this happen a lot, though. These two teams looks like they're both really dive heavy. And so when you have a lot of dive heavy, it's really whoever comes back first kind of loses.
Absolutely. You see a lot of that.
Well, Carvenin a little too far up here, man. Goes down to half-life. The pole hammer does connect, but they do have what looks like a mercenary hood on him. Now they want to come up. They're down a lot of spells, though. I don't know about coming up so early. They're looking at maybe Gorgo. The Geyser does miss really good blink from Gorgo there. He's trying to keep Corgera off him right now, put some damage onto Giraffe Freeze. He is Cloth Arcane, so he does way more damage than the tank Arcanes we've been seeing.
But he's getting pounded hard here when he gets targeted. He's got to be very aware of his positioning.
Potted. I'm pretty sure Corgera just poison potted, my man. Needs to be careful. He does get the Geyser, carving him with the snipe shot. Does miss, though, as Ochiwin doing a really good job of keeping his team alive so far. Bollocks 1 life, but so is Giraffe Freeze. Bollocks is going to go down first, maybe? Oh, sorry, Bokix will get saved, but Giraffe Freeze is 1 HP in the back. Carvin rolls backward to Shekri, too. He's 1 bar himself. This is a 2v3 up the choke right now. Is Shekri walking?
Bodeville's going to go here.
Even though Judy, but there's just too many people.
Did they just save Bodeville? Holy shit. How did they save Bodeville?
Look at the left of your screen. Everyone's 1 life, but Shekri and Carvin. These guys
impressive work by Shekri. Great positioning by the entire team, keeping themselves alive through very razor-thin health margins.
Yeah, good job of Black Order to live, but really good job of Raid to get the upper hand on this Black Order team.
Very good.
Who is on their main stuff, trying to win. You know, they're not messing around this time.
Oh my God, Bogul, look who's in chat. Your biggest fan. We were just talking about him yesterday. He must have heard us.
Shout out.
Dude, Black Order's a little afraid to go up. They're waiting on cooldowns this time. That was their mistake on the last push, so maybe they'll be good this time. Ochiwin positioning really, really far back here. He's going to have to Halifall into Gorgo, but he doesn't get him. Gorgo going to have to blink away. They didn't connect the Halifall onto him. They could keep going on him. He's going to do a little bit of self-sustain, though, keeping Corgera at bay here as he's damaging Giraffe Freeze on this corner here. But look at Nataxo already out of the fight on that curse staff. Needs to start stacking up. It's a triple pierce onto that front line of Black Order here. But Nataxo has no curse thoughts at all. He's useless right now.
These guys are in trouble. They're done. The red team has got to fall back before they lose somebody here. But look at all those stacks. Super stacked.
Yeah, they finally get a good stack up for Nataxo to say, all right, I'm Ian. And then he hits a 4 stack of curse thoughts on like 4 people. Really good job by him. But they needed that damage earlier because now Gorgo is really out of position. He's going to have to blink backwards, not even to the side near his team. And I don't know if Ochiwin can keep him alive. And Nataxo gets killed on the dive here. They will get a Halifall up top. The Arcane does connect on Shekri here, and Bokix rolled forward trying to kill him. But Carvin and Shekri in the back line are really, really low. They might keep getting Dove here, but Lucha Blue, the tank from the red team, gives up on the dive. It's a 1v2 on it, and I don't think he's going to get any kills. Yeah, the carrying caller just came back as well. Red team not giving up just yet, though. They're waiting on their curse staff to come back here. But they might even trade Giraffe Freeze. Giraffe Freeze is going to go down on this. They trade 1 for 1, but they have an attack so back. This is a 1 trade right now. This is a very good for the red team, as they can push back up to mid if they have the damage to do so. They're going to Judy down the choke. I wish it was a little bit more up it.
Bacchus
but Bodeville's completely out of mana. They can just keep blinking forward and putting them down the choke here.
Well, they just lost Bacchus down, so it's once again 4v4. And I believe you're about to see Blue get their 5th back in just a second.
It looks like both of them should be back at the same time here. Bakix might even get back into the fight a little sooner because he has these two frontliners, the carrying caller immediately, and Shekri has to waste Halifal on the carrying caller frontline. Really not good for his healing output here, and Carvin now getting pressured by Lucha Blue, who's also out of mana. This fight needs to end soon here. A lot of these guys are running out of mana. Cargera does get hit by the Pierce and the carrying caller. Trouble. They aren't going to go for the kill onto him, though. They're diving. Bodeville just
they are. They're finishing Cargera. They've stunned him, and they're stacking up. But they didn't have enough.
Attack, so out of the fight on attack, so not able to get any dots going on onto Cargera just yet, though. But he did pop the E here, so he should be getting something going. Cargera still in a rough position here, but they do poison pot Gorgo into the geyser, but no follow-up from anyone there from Cargera. Cargera needs to be really careful here. He's really low with these curse dots.
He's got full stacks on him, but he does get the heals, and he is back up now. It's just they're always having to pull somebody out. They're always somebody is low. Bacchus being the one who's low now, gets his heals, and they're topped up now on the red team. Blue team, these guys are having a hard time.
This is looking really
with the raid
good
team. This is a really good match. This is our championship team. This is our best team right now in the game, having a hard time with this raid team.
I'm having a hard time. They aren't able to find anything. They keep getting put down to one life here. They're going for a play. It looks like Cargera wants the Geyser Poison Pot Gorgo. The Arcane doesn't have a lot of survivability if he gets comboed like that, but no one has been able to follow up on the 5 times he's tried it. So let's see if maybe this time is a little different. Really early Scholar Cal before he even needs it. I'm not sure about that one for Gorgo, but they're hard holding the choke. They're even going down the choke this time. They have not played like this just yet. Kind of afraid for the raid teamers. They look strong holding, but Giraffe Freeze is really low already. Shekri half HP as well. Gorgo not able to get any damage onto the backline, so he's kidding on Bo, and Bo is 1 HP himself. He needs to be very careful. He's diving attack, so a little bit out of position on the left side here. He will go down to the Pierce from Giraffe Freeze, but I think the blue team is still in trouble here. If they try to push up this choke and the red team has spells, they might be in trouble. It's a 2v3 on the choke right now as Ochiwin gets a really good howl fall on his front line. They might kill Bo before he gets back to Shekri. He lives with just barely a sliver of health, and the red team needs to dip out now. They've already blown everything onto Bodeville, and it didn't work out. 72 to 133. They're holding, actually. They want to keep going in. Lucha Blue very low, and Ochiwin gets Poison Potion as well. He needs to be very careful. He's going to blink out of that one alive. But Lucha Blue, the tank, so low. The Geyser connects onto a Pierce as well. Bodeville can kill Ochiwin right now. He's going for the big AoE. The snipe shot kills the tank. It's still a 4v5, even though the attacks already came back, and Ochiwin's going to go down. It's a double kill, triple kill,
they
actually.
They need to get out now because they're going to use box. That is too much. And
this is a pentakill.
Yep.
They might even get 6 if they kill an attack, so...
No, they won't get that. But this is what, was easily around the corner, could always happen with this team. The Black Order team here, the best team that we have in Albion Online in 5v5s. They won the last Crystal League, and the Crystal League Championship before that, they came in 2nd. So this is a damn fine team.
Yeah, I mean, we're like 9 minutes in, and Cargera is down 33 points. It does not happen often. But they did just ace their opponents, right? So maybe they're ready to go now. Maybe they're just warming up a little bit, getting used to how to play against the Arcane. Maybe, they're doing something a little different that they haven't seen before. They're hard diving attacks at this time, so they're off of the Gorgo dive, and they're much more hard on attack. So who has Guardian shoes on, it looks like? Getting himself that gig, trying to live the dive here. I'm not sure if he can, though, because it's going to come again now. What defenses does he have? He's going to get Poison Potion, uses Potion himself, gets swapped back into the Hood of Tenacity. I don't know if he can live this. They missed the Carrion. No way they missed the Eagle, and they missed the Pearson attack, so able to dodge everything, but he still goes down anyway. And Gorgo on the side, 1v1 in Carvin, is already low, too.
Yeah, they're already... These are fast attacks here. People get low quick, but it's the impressive skills of the healers that's keeping these fights going. But I think Blue might be able to have this.
Triple Polehammer stun onto the Choky. A little bit of a turnaround, maybe. But the knock up onto the Choky, the Hood of Tenacity as well.
Is in trouble.
These guys hard need to reset here. They lose Lucha Blue, and that means a lot of time is going to be wasted. 10 minutes in, it's like an 18-second respawn. So not sure if they will stop this 20 tick. I don't think there's a chance of it happening. And so the lead will finally sway back into Black Order's way.
Hold on, let me go end my stream. I have a recorded match. We'll get to see the Rafikon match in its entirety later.
Ooh, I'm down.
I mean, it's already over, though, so...
See. Yeah, I know, but it's still a good match. You got to watch the boys. This one is going to come down to the wire, the 72 to 57. If the red team can get one more win, it's going to be very close. But they have to hard ace the enemy team here. Black Order getting a pentakill, 2 engages ago is going to be keeping the spirits down a little bit. And I really don't like Nataxo's answer to the dive here, but the red team hard diving Shekri blows everything on him, and he gets the pierce as well. Shekri going to try to put out some healing before he goes down, but Giraffe Freeze might go with him. Shekri goes down right now to anything, hit him. Bolix is able to get the swing off in time, and the Morgana Raven, so Shekri is out of this fight for a while now. Carved 1 HP in the front line, has to go the other way, but Gorgo blinks forward to kill him with the Arcane. Carvenin is going to go down. This is a double kill so far, and they might kill Shekri for a triple here.
But they need to hurry up and get the caps. They need to get caps.
They're already on top cap. Someone's on mid cap. Someone needs to bot right now.
In big trouble. Is he going to get taken down?
Shekri
by
has
Gorga?
A little bubble for him. Oh,
no,
he's going to save him.
He's okay. They just need to make sure Nataxo doesn't
stop
get
that
taken.
top cap. That's what he did, but I think he's they still get it.
They're going to get
a 20 tick. Yeah.
Wow.
Back in it. 57 to 41.
This is the only level 5 still going. All other level 5s were done within 10 minutes.
Yeah, this is a really good fight. Like, actually an insanely good match.
How do we always pick the good match? How do we do this?
Today's been a good day. That dive on a Shekri by the red team, they blow everything on him at the same time getting Giraffe Freeze to 1 life. So Shekri has to decide, do I save myself or him? He tries to go for both, and then he just dies because of it. Or, well, one of them dies because of it. And then even they had Carvin in at 1 life at the same time. That guy had to blink to 10, and he still died after. That was nuts. All 3 range DPS are getting destroyed. Here comes the dive and Nataxo, who, again, I don't think has a good answer to this. He's going to, or he already gets poisoned about it, actually, so maybe he's okay here. He already used Guardian Shoes, needs to use a potion the second he gets out of this. If he gets dived again, he gets swapped with the Hooded Tenacity. Guys are out of it, though, so Ochiwin needs to drop anything on it. Where's the Howlfall? Nataxo goes down before I feel like anything got used on him here. Red team had a big disadvantage right now. They will get a 10 tick, though, so they could even afford to just hard reset. But I think they might want to stay in this fight. They only have 15 or so seconds before Nataxo comes back ready to go. Gorgo might get killed before then. Ochiwin gets a Howlfall on it, but not a lot of healing comes out of it. The guy was hit by the Raven. And you're going to see Nataxo come out of that tent right now and try to get a comeback for the boys here. Someone is capping mid right now.
Gorgo is in big trouble. He's isolated.
He lives with 1 life. Giraffe Freeze with the Guardian Shoes. He does survive. Gorgo goes down anyway. They don't get the trade kill they really wanted here. And Black Order got mid cap at the same time. This is not looking good for the raid team right now.
Now they're in trouble. They need to back off and reset.
On the dive.
What?
Yeah, they killed Giraffe Freeze on the reset here. They tried to keep going on him, but now Nataxo needs to be very careful. If he goes down, his team is done. And he is going to get blinked on by Bodeville. The guys are just connect a snipe shot from Carvin, and he's going. But it's 27 to 43.
Ochiwin is getting isolated and taken down. Is he going to be able to get out of here?
This is a 3v4 right now, I think. 3v4. Gorgo's still in the tent. You guys have to get out of the tent. You know, don't waste the time. They're going to get 10 ticked here, down to 27 to 29. Carvin going up top for the top cap.
Well, they just lost Ochiwin, so they're done.
Yeah, get back to the tent, dude. Get back to the tent fast.
I don't think they have anything. I don't think they can do it. 8 points left on rotation.
100 seconds to go. Like, they have 100 seconds. They can chill, go get a cap, and they might be good. Gig boots are really good to live the dive, depending on the tank weapon, because it's all about the follow-up CC, right? If they have a really good follow-up CC, you're still screwed. But I really like it on Carvenin, or sorry, Giraffe Freeze, when he was on that Curse Staff or Bow, whatever it was. I don't like it on attack, so I don't think it's doing good for him. But he has 80 seconds to go, right? Really need to see this guy get the cap. Look at Gorgo trying to be a little rat on the bottom. He showed a little too soon. So it's going to be a 1v1 bot, 4v4 up top. And they have about a minute to go before they need to get a cap here. Gorgo comes in from the back line as an arcane staff. This guy is trolling. Attacks are getting hard. Dove by Cargera, but Bodeville's nowhere to be seen. Really early use of the Guardian Shoes. I think he should have waited till Bo came up a little further. But Attacks is going to need some help or he's just going to die here. Lucha Blue comes back to help him. They could easily turn on this front line here. Look at the curse stacks. Cargera is going to get shredded down, but they're going to look for Nataxo right now. If Nataxo lives, this is really good because Shekri is big out of position here, but he is going to go down. 4 points left for this team.
A little late on the Cargera kill here. If they could have just kept Nataxo open, alive for a little bit longer, they would have been able to secure that kill onto Cargera, but now it's too late, and this is all over, as I think Gorga is going to be the 4 points they need for victory.
Gorga, he's running for it. He's saying, no, save me, please, but here it comes, dude. What a match from Raid against the Tournament of Champions winners. You know, one of the best team in Albion, pretty much.
The best team in Albion. These guys should be proud of what they did.
They were only down 10k points, 12k damage, sorry, in the end, right? 12,000 damage in the end against the best team in Albion. That's a really good play.
And the first half of that, they really did hold it. But then you can see once they lost control, the kills got out of their favor. 7-16.
To be
16
20
times 4 is
points
a
away
lot of
from
points.
winning against the best team in the game with a 9 death deficit, right? The score is 16-7 is nuts, you know. Really good job from that raid team. This is Raffican Attack 12, Chillite, Fatality, Uzbek, very good Blue Army GVG team. The first good Blue Army GVG team since 8 seasons ago. Yeah, I think
since many seasons ago, since
since many years ago.
Since Mojo used to main tank with Derek when he was part of Money.
No.
That's the last time Blue Army had to go. Okay.
There was the Shazar team. That was a really good one.
Okay.
But they're up against Tutankhamun. Okay, we watched this team in the level 4s. TDB, Onion, Tutankhamun, the original Whittled. Should be a good match, even though I think someone's about to get rolled. It's a 10-minute game.
I'm a big fan of the Organal one here. We just watched them have a great match.
Oh, and he's already starting on the Staff of Balance. He had a lot of success with it on this dive before. I wonder if they're going to do the same train onto Fatality. It's not going to work against the Blue Army team. They have another DPS. You can't just shut down the bow and still be fine. You got to do a little bit of a different game plan there, Whittles. I'm sure he just realized because my man is about to go down very early, but before he was able to stay in the back line for an hour.
Yeah, well, this is a very different team in the amount of DPS. They can just pump on you. It seems like no matter what they're running, they're one of the most dangerous teams as far as like hunting people down. They might not be the best at getting out of a battle, but when it comes to getting you out of the battle and hunting you down as you're about to die, they are one of the best. They are right up there with old school Frog One.
We were talking about this earlier, right? A really good example of how a team that can really just stomp one team will get destroyed by another, right? Because they really countered that double arcane tank team. And now they're trying to do the same thing against this team where it will clearly not work because they have another DPS instead of the arcane tank. It's not going to work the same way it did. And they're still trying it. And I think that's a really a rough one. You know, they got to figure out that it won't work here. Whereas it will last time. As TDB just goes down immediately, right? You know it's not going to work, man. They have another DPS. The whole point of the strategy before was, oh, they have 2 DPS. We shut down the R DPS. They have 1 melee DPS. What's that going to do, right? Whereas this time they have 3 DPS. You can't just keep one out of the fight and be fine. The Blue Army team is running them over. I like Attack 12 actually running the Vile Curse, not running the AoE Q, so he gets a lot more single target ramped, and that can allow for a little bit quicker swaps going in. I think you have to play a lot better with a Vile Curse compared to the AoE Q, but it's my preferred one, so I like using it. Rafkin on the hammer as well. So a hammer versus Staff of Balance. Don't see that every day. Is that a demonic staff or a great curse from Attack 12? I feel like that's a demonic.
I'm going to be honest. My screen is too blurry for me to tell.
A little bit of the same. You know, I think it's a demonic. The Pierce comes down onto Whittled. If it was demonic, surely he would have put it down there. So maybe it's not. He's going to start stacking up those Kata in the back line. Attack 12 playing very well. It is a great curse. Playing very well on that curse staff. He knows how to swap the targets very well there. And now they're diving Fatality again, Whittled and TDB, but TDB immediately getting pushed back into the other team's Judy down the choke. Needs to be very careful here as he could get trained. And the 20 tick just comes in immediately for the blue team. They're just sitting him with a 10 choke, you know? This red team has to do something different. Go back and change to a different tank spec or start doing a different, play style here. It's not going to work too well against this team. Your strategy.
They should go back to the queuing and hope they get a different target.
Ooh, the double stun. They have a good Merc Helm, though, but it's a 4-man Raven coming in, Rafkin with a big CC, not even afraid of his own death. He gets knocked away by Onion as well. So he's chilling right now, but they are going to
double kill by Chillite. Yeah. Oh, nasty.
Yeah, hopefully they use this time in the tent to say, yo, I feel like our strategy doesn't work against this one. Activer Boy asking if we will read the new shout-outs.
Yeah, we just got a bunch of
shout-outs.
We will, man. We'll do that today because we have so many that are from this afternoon, and at least 3, 4, 5 of them are all Bogul. So we know that Hooney Boy is back. He's making up for last time.
I mean, we can even go through some during the lulls of this match, Next 20v20 level 1 watch, Lumex, please, from it. Activer Boy. I'll definitely tell Robin Hood to watch that guy. Sure.
Yeah, we've kept that. That one's been up for a couple of days now. Don't delete that one. We're leaving it there so that we remember.
I don't think you'll remember. I'll be quite honest.
We're trying to remember. This is the 3rd time we've read it. We're trying to remember it. Bogul has no avatar for this show because Bogul is just the cameraman for this show, and we like to keep him quiet and in the cupboard.
How are you gonna lie to the viewers like that? Bogul has no avatar because no one knows what he looks like. You know, he's a hidden mystery. We don't even know what he looks like in the game. No one's ever spotted him before. He just crafts hidden in the shadows.
It's because he never leaves
controlling the market, controlling it all from his.
Oh, did you see what this is? Look at what they're doing to these poor kids in the tent.
Why
Get out of there!
Tent? My man,
come on, bully.
Yeah, this Rafkin team really got a chip on their shoulder, even though they lost in the first round of the tournament. Guys, what's going on? You're not that
They
good.
didn't lose
Keep
in the first
down.
round of the tournament. They were the final four.
They weren't in the final four. They were in final.
Yeah, they
eight.
were.
No,
They came in fourth.
Final 8.
No, they were fourth.
Okay.
And it'd be hard for them to be final 8 considering we had
There was only 8 teams.
6 teams.
Oh, dude, why are they still doing this setup? They swapped Whittle to the Arcane? How is that gonna work? What's that gonna do for you guys?
Well, at this point, they might realize they just don't have the build for this. And
so Whittle's gonna die again, right? Immediately. This guy's just out of position, not doing anything correctly. I think Staff of Balance can work here just fine. You just can't do the Staff of Balance, Axe, dive the bow, and then auto win the fight because they have no damage. That's never gonna work against this team. Against this team comp, it's not even about the players, really, right? It's about the comp. It's not really that good against this one. Oof. Has there ever been an SEA team that has won the Crystal League? Well, so we've only had 2 Crystal League tournaments. Both winners were either from NA or from Great Britain.
Yeah, we had
teams had players from both of those.
Right, we had
some Latin
June
American
Esports won the first one. And then we had this very team that we're watching when not this team, the one that we were watching earlier today, the last match that we watched, won the whole thing. And one of their players in the last match is actually from the first team that won as well. So they have some experience.
3 areas, right? It's Great Britain, NA, and I think 2 of the 10 players who have won, or the 9 players who have won, are from LAN. Tutankhamun a little bit out of position. He rolls down into Chalite. Barely gets saved by Onion, but I think Chalite might kill him. Does he have Blink available? He doesn't. They're going to go on Squiscata instead. He barely gets the roll off on that Pierce. So really good roll. He definitely would have died without that. The guys are in the tent to pull hammer as well. Chalite goes.
Chalite, get out of there.
I'm so afraid for Squiscata right there. If he got hit by that Raven that Chalite sent out, he was dead. But Chalite goes down.
Chalite gets himself killed.
He's playing a little bit.
I mean, does he need to bully this with only 7 points left?
He's just playing a little bit for fun, you know? He's having a little fun with it.
Okay.
Well, when you're in a 5v5 and you're sitting at the enemy team's tent laughing, like you're just having fun, you know, you're doing whatever you want to do. The game's kind of over.
True.
This is just the BM that you like to see. And now TDB might even die. He's definitely going to die. I think he's barely gets saved by Onion's bubble. Actually, is Onion been back there looting the whole time? He has not moved in a while. He's definitely overweight.
He's overweight. The healer is overweight and going to get killed for the final points. Oh, dude. He got lucky. He got lucky.
Do we see the stats? Surely Shozen shows.
No, the match ended very quickly, and I was watching the other one. I looked up, and then it was at 10 minutes, and the whole thing was over. I mean, we're 8 minutes in, and the match is over.
Really quick. I mean, compared to the other one we watched.
What do you expect? You know,
I expect them to last 10 minutes. I understand.
All right.
Let's look at some of these shout outs. We got a ton of them. The first shout out from Coney Boy. What do you think it is? It's Bogul.
Bogul.
You do it. Yeah, Bogul. We got another one from Coney Boy. A minute later, he said, "What did
it's Hooney Boy."
Oh, it's Hooney Boy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Why is it a K then? What?
Dutch.
I see. Okay. What does the next one say, Shozen?
Bogul.
Okay. What does the next one say?
Bogul.
And we got one more.
We got 2 more.
Okay, but one more. You know what's this?
Okay, so the next one says Bogul.
Oh no, but this one has way more use.
No, Bogul.
Yeah. Okay, but now Hooney Boy says
last time for a long time. Let's shout it all together. Bogul.
Someone make that their sub sound fast, their follow alert or something. Bogul.
I was summoned. How can I help you, gentlemen? If you shout the name 5 times in the dark night, it will appear magical.
Big fan, Shozen. Shout out to me. My name is. Don't say that name, Shozen. Don't do it. He's trying to bait you.
Dill pickles? Oh, Benedict. Benedict needs to have a good day. Apparently, he had a rough day today earlier, had some rough Albion time. I hope that at least during the show today, you're having a good time watching other people lose stuff instead of you.
Hey, it happens. It happens. It really does happen, you know? Full loot system. Someone's got to be the one to get looted.
Yeah, he said he lost 30 mil.
Okay, that doesn't really happen. I don't know about that one. Bro, how did you
That
lose
hurts.
30 mil? What did you lose?
Bogul, how did
mil
you
to?
lose 30 mil? Did Bags do it?
The black market does a thing or two, and the gold market does a thing or two. And bloop, 30 mil gone.
It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much when you start investing heavily.
Be careful,
all right,
guys.
It's time.
Be careful.
Pull the final raffle. You guys ready? Who are you voting for? Who's going to win? It's rigged.
Bourbon Bandit, surely.
Okay.
I think Shozen and Tazzik feeling bad for no shoutouts for themselves. So shoutouts for Shozen and Tazzik. What?
Oh, well, thank you.
Hey, thank you, Actor Boy. Thank you very much, you know.
Angelos 611, you have won the raffle. To claim your prize and actually get gold, you need to whisper me Shozen one, and I will send you a gold code later. TM.
Yeah, really good GVG set. Really good Crystal League matches today. Very well done.
Yeah, we got to pick a couple of good ones. I like when we pick the right ones. And
yeah.
I don't know how this happens. One, you know? It's like whoever gets the most energy from these votes gets like an IP bonus, and they just seem to have better matches. It's these teams always seem to be the last ones running. I wouldn't say every time, but more than 50% of the time, we're watching one of the longest running matches when we pick one. And it's great to see that these guys here in chat with their most tainted version of democracy can seem to pick the correct fight almost every time. It's really great to see. And so thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for enjoying the raffle. Thank you for watching the show and the stream. We're going to be heading out of here now as it's time to end our show. But we will be back. Bogul, when will we be back?
I think on Saturday, right? 17:45 with the ZVZ show.
That's correct, sir.
Right.
And then we have the 20v20 show after that. And then 5v5s as well. So we have lots of content coming on Saturday, starting at 18 UTC, followed up at 19 and 20 UTC with even more content. So be sure to follow the channel and join us again on Saturday where we will have more raffle prizes to give away. But if you cannot wait until this weekend to see more great content, you can check us out right here on twitch.tv/Albion Online in our VOD section, where we have all the content we've ever made is right here available for you. But if you say, I don't like Twitch, it's got really bad messaging, and occasionally they kick people off for weird reasons, I want to watch it somewhere else, you can go over to youtube.com/AlbionTV. You can watch our ZVZs that are edited by Robin Hooders, so they don't have us chatting as much, just straight action. You can watch our interviews and 5v5 content on there as well. But if you just want the interviews, say you're listening to it on your favorite phone with your headset plugged in, you don't really want to watch anything at all, you can listen to us on soundcloud.com/AlbionTV or any place that you listen to podcasts by simply typing Albion TV into your search bar. All right. Anybody else have anything to say?
20v20 level 1 tomorrow to watch? ? No, Saturday. Activer Boy, Saturday.
Saturday. No, it's going to be levels 3
Sunday.
and 4.
Sorry, Sunday.
Level 1s and 2s on Sundays.
So we got to keep that shout out there until Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, is that what he's competing in? Level 1s?
Yeah. Well, that's what he wants. He says, the level 1s watch a Lumex, right?
Lumix. It's an actual word, Tazzik.
Surely it's Lumex,
Lumix.
All right, what is the definition, Shozen?
Slow.
No, that's not a real word.
Yeah, it is. A lummox is an individual who's slow.
Yeah, but that is
both
not
physically and
like
mentally.
that. That is a completely different spelling.
I don't know about that, Tazzik. Google it.
Sorry. I did find it in that spelling on Urban Dictionary, and I'm not allowed to read this definition out live on Twitch TV. So maybe Shozen is the right.
Don't do it.
Yeah,
okay, we gotta go now. All right, now that Tazzik has ruined everybody's fun, we got to get off here before he throws a kitten. All right, thank you guys for watching the show. Like I said, we will be back again on Saturday, and enjoy our content everywhere else you can see it. But until next time, keep it classy, Albion.